not.
Undefeated teams in SEC play. It's LSU and Texas A&M, but only one.
This is a lot of football to be played here in the month of November. But as we say around here, the games in November are the ones you remember. Our first goal is to go win an SEC championship. And that's what we're striving for.
That's why we come to Texas. As a little kid, you live to play in these type of games in this atmosphere. They're going to be loud, they're going to be rowdy, they're going to be energetic.
It's going to be a dogfight, four-quarter game.
We have to play physical and we have to execute. Trust in the culture that we've developed.
There's a standard, and that's the way we're playing it in there.
What's up, man?
Hey, but man, what's going on?
So, stressing out over this Notre Dame game right now. That's about it.
I know. I'm not looking at it. I don't want to look at it.
I don't want to look at it, but it's hard not to.
Yeah, it's gonna make me mad. Because I picked Indiana to win, and I'm gonna be mad if Notre Dame wins.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, man, we got a good show tonight, man. We have a special guest. And we're
looking forward to this one.
We've been looking forward to this one for a while, and we're excited that he's able to come on and give us some time. And
like I said off stream a while ago when we were all talking, I know his mom was tired of hearing from me. Because like I was like, hey, we're still good, right? Hey, look what we did for him. We're still good, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean,
she's been great, dude. She's been awesome this entire time. I mean, it's I want to say we've been on the books 2 weeks with him, and I mean, she's been awesome the entire time. So
yeah, I know it's exciting. Sure. Yeah, we appreciate it. That's super exciting. So without further ado, man, we're gonna get him in here and get to chatting with him.
Every day is a new beginning. Take a deep breath, smile, and start again.
What's up, Keelan?
What's going on with it, y'all?
What's up, man?
Good. I'm good, y'all. I'm good.
So,
you getting ready for Christmas, huh?
Yes, sir. Right around the corner.
I know. My kids been bugging me.
A lot of presents under the tree?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Hey, it changes from when you're 5 and when you're 18, right?
Yeah,
it changes a lot.
The presents got bigger and less.
Well, man.
So, tell us a little bit about you, man. Tell us, kind of what your season was like, what the year was like for you down there, and just kind of walk us through everything.
The season, it went great, went good. We didn't get what we wanted, but we still did good overall. I felt like I did. I played a big role in the team's wins and great games and stuff like that. I feel like, the season been great. Everybody been great. I can't complain, man.
So kind of let's take us back to like freshman year. What was that like coming into high school for you? Like just, you're a 6A level, you're at the biggest school you could be at in Texas, and kind of when did you realize, like, obviously we know a little bit of your background, like you've been playing football for a long time. When did you realize, like, I could really go do this at the next level? When did that really happen for you?
Actually, when like ninth grade year, it was coaches change. And before coaches changes, like it was serious, but like the coaches that was already there, it wasn't as serious. Let me say
Mm-hmm.
that. And when they got there and everything, basically, it made it seem like this is a real program, like
Mm-hmm.
a real 6-8 program. How it's supposed to be run and how it's supposed to move around and stuff like that. And
Were you varsity freshman year or no?
I actually was playing quarterback my freshman year. I had got
Mm-hmm.
moved up like later on in the season.
Quarterback on varsity or JV your freshman year?
Freshman year and varsity.
Oh, okay. So the
Wow.
back end of the season is when you moved up.
Yes, sir. That off season
Nice.
going into like my sophomore year.
What was the reason for the switch from quarterback to receiver? Was that a you thing, or was that like y'all had a quarterback come in, or did y'all have another quarterback? Kind of what was that switch, or kind of, I guess, how did you take that switch, I guess?
Actually, it was like my Coach Harmon. He was looking at like my brother run his routes and stuff like that during off season practice, and I was standing on side him. I'm at quarterback at the time. And he was thinking that, we twins. He think we could do the same thing. You got the same abilities and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
he told me to go run a route and stuff like that. He liked how I caught it at the highest point. And
Go up and get it.
he demanded.
The rest was history.
The rest is history. He demanded I play receiver, and it's just been that.
Wow.
Were y'all an older team this year? Y'all have a lot of upperclassmen, or were y'all young?
We were young. We were
Y'all were
young
young?
for the past 2 years. My junior and senior year, we were young.
Really?
Huh.
So,
when you moved to receiver, like when you heard that coach say he's got to play, what was that feeling like? Because like you're standing on the sideline, right? I'm sure you're standing on the sideline. Coach said go run a route, and I'm assuming he gave you whatever route you wanted to run. He said just go run a route,
just go run it.
and you went up and caught it at the highest point. He said it's history. Like this kid is playing on this field. I don't care who's coming off. He's playing. Is that how that went?
Exactly how it went. Exactly how it went.
What's your favorite route? What's your route?
I'm the type like, I like to run deep, but I actually like the dig route.
The dig.
I like
10,
the dig
10
route.
15 and in?
I like the dig route.
Hey, let me tell you something. You don't see a lot of receivers or hear a lot of receivers like to go across the middle. So I commend you
not at
on
all.
that. I commend you on that.
I was about to. I was going to guess the slant.
Yeah, I could. That was like the third on the list.
Okay,
I like the corner route. I'm a corner route guy. Throw it to that sideline, I'll go get it.
Yeah,
that's
I
crazy.
really
man.
like the second option is like a post route. That's the deep route. Yeah.
What? How tall are you again?
Like 6'2", 6'3".
Oh, so yeah. Somebody they can get you the fade. You got it right, because I mean you catch at the highest point anyways. What's your vertical?
High. I ain't tested yet.
Hey, we just say a good high 50. We got you. Yeah. You probably are though. I've seen some stuff, man. You could jump.
When did the recruiting start for you? When did it pick up?
My junior year.
Junior year.
Yes, sir. It was going into the off season of my junior year.
The off season.
Yes,
so coming off your
sophomore year.
Yes, sir.
Who was the first team to kind of like say, "Hey, we want to talk with you," or even offer you? Who was that first school for you?
Actually, the University of Washington.
The University of Washington.
Yes, sir.
Well, so Penix was still there when they offered you.
Yes, sir. Right after they natty.
They offered you after the natty.
Wow.
Yes,
so kind of tell us what other schools outside of Washington showed interest in you besides Washington. Obviously, we see here you're going to Wyoming. We're going to talk about that, but kind of outside of Washington, what was some other schools that offered you or even had interest in you?
It was SFA, Stephen F. Austin, and
hey, can you switch, man? I want to see you play in person.
I'm gonna say we can come watch you play.
I listen. I'm in Nacogdoches all the time. Please, I'm just kidding, man.
Yeah, but it was
SFA is a good school, man. They have a pretty good football program over there, from what I hear.
Mm-hmm. That Coach Wilson over there, actually, he's been knowing me personally like for a while when I was young. Actually,
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of history with me and him. So
So SFA. Any others?
SFA and UNLV.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's awesome. We had a UNLV that's committed. He's going to play running back for them this coming up year.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, man.
What sold you on Wyoming? What kind of sold you on that?
Oh, I needed something new. Basically, I needed a whole new setup, whole new environment. Stuff I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff you see down here in Houston, but not
It ain't-
as
it ain't- it ain't-
needed a change.
like
It
not
ain't
as outside.
it ain't Wyoming. I
It
promise
ain't
you.
Wyoming at all.
How so I'm assuming did you take an official visit to Wyoming?
Oh yes, sir.
How was that visit?
Great. They showed me like I was already on the team. All the love and the hospitality.
So you felt that instant connection relationship with the school, maybe even some coaches just right away by that visit, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, they brought me in like I was family already. Well, I
Wow.
am family now, but
Wow.
so
Is that something else that sold you on that? Is just like we've had a lot of kids on, and from what we get from all these, it's like that first visit relationship, like it just seems like they're family. They care about you as a person, not just the football player in you, but just you as a person. Is that the kind of the vibe you felt going there?
that's exactly what I was looking for. See how they bring me in.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because I mean, that's a big move. That's it's not Texas, I promise you.
At all.
How does your mama feel about you and your sister? How feel about you moving?
Great. They want to see what's new for me.
Yeah,
They
of course.
they say I look good in that yellow and brown.
You do,
Yeah,
man.
there you go.
Yeah, man. The
What,
uniforms are pretty sweet.
What? I'm trying to think of how I want to say this. When you talk to the coaches, when you're talking with the coaches, and again, I don't want to get you in trouble in any way, but was there any kind of talk of seeing the field as a freshman, or is it one of those just kind of come and work and we'll see what happens? Like maybe no red shirt, or what are they telling you on their end?
Yes. And you want to know who was saying it? Wyoming.
Wyoming saying you
Wyoming.
possibly going to be playing as a freshman.
I could possibly you would play me as a big role, this upcoming season.
Wow.
I like it. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
I mean, I feel like from what I know from you, though, regardless of what happens when you get there, you're going to work for it, regardless of what's given and not given.
I know.
I was about to say, from what I know of you, that's all you know is to work for it.
Yeah.
And that's awesome, man. I mean, I'm excited to watch you play already. I can't wait for next season already.
I can't wait. I'm excited myself.
So, are you going early, or are you going to finish your senior season out?
No, I'm gonna finish.
Do you play any other sports?
That was going to be
I actually run track and play basketball.
Are you currently playing basketball?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, how's that going so far?
It's going good.
What position?
I was gonna say like small forward because I don't know. He just looks like.
Well, actually, coach had me guarding the biggest player on the court. Let me just say that.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. But
since we're talking about basketball, I'm just gonna ask you right here, right now. I'm gonna put you on the spot. LeBron or Jordan?
All right, don't do it to
I'm
him.
gonna say Brum.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say Brum.
No. Oh, no.
Only because me and Jordan, we ain't seen eye to eye.
Y'all don't see
we ain't seen eye to eye.
Okay, let's talk about. I like the basketball talk. Since you play basketball, obviously you're saying Braun's your guy. What's your favorite team to watch? I know you live in Houston, and they're actually really good this year. But like, do you have a favorite team, or are you just like a player guy? There's a lot of NBA people that are just player guys.
Well, I don't know. How would you say like follow team, follow player type? Whoever the player go, that's the team I'm on. So, baby, it's the player.
That's a player thing.
That's exactly how I was, man. Because so we live 2 hours east of Dallas. So I guess theoretically I'm a Mavericks fan, but I was a Carmelo guy. Like once Jordan got out of the league, then I followed Carmelo from Syracuse to Denver to New York, wherever he went. That was who I kind of started watching a little more. So yeah, I completely understand. So with that being said, who's your guy? Who's that one guy that you follow?
Kevin Durant.
AD.
That's not
Yeah,
a.
Slim
Hey.
Reaper, yeah,
The
that's
Slim
Reaper.
Reaper.
All right, I got a question for you. So I'm a big Spurs fan. I've been Spurs my whole life. I mean, what do you think about Wemby?
I mean, height you can't beat 7'2", 7'3".
Hey,
Like
he dropped a
you can
40.
say about that.
He dropped a 42 piece last night, or was
And,
it
and
last
he
night?
dropped it. You can't really complain about that at 7'3", 7'4". Like,
Do you think he has ability to be like a Hall of Famer, great player? I mean,
he got the potential. He got the potential just because, he dropping 40, like doing that, like it's easy. So
yeah, it's insane. I just need him. I just need to put a little weight on. We'll be all right.
yes, that part.
Yeah, he put on some weight this last year, but he needs to put on a little bit more because he sometimes he can't go against Joel Embiid because he'll get bodied up all day long.
Well, ain't nothing to play with.
So
well,
I kind of wanted to ask something, but I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to kind of go too far on it. But the documentary came out on y'all, and how do you kind of stay focused? I don't want to say stay focused, but like, how do you overcome kind of what you went through to, be able to still go D1 and just kind of push through and persevere through all that?
I mean,
because that's tough. I mean, me and my oldest sister, I've got 3 younger sisters, but the oldest one, I mean, she's like my right hand. I mean, we are super close. And if something was to happen to her, man, I would lose my freaking mind. And so to know a twin, I mean, that's a completely different ballgame. And so I was curious, just curious.
Yeah, that's exactly how I was feeling. Like I mean, that's my best friend, my right hand, but it was like really my support system, my mama and them, my sister and them.
Yeah.
It was like at times I did, I wanted to just give it up. I wanted to just stop doing it. I couldn't handle it. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't handle it. But it was just like, my support system.
That just gave me chills, man.
And I think what's so cool is the jersey switch. I think that was almost like you were playing for you, but you were playing with him the whole time.
That's exactly how I seen. That's exactly how people seen.
Hey, what's the saying y'all say?
Forward nowhere.
Yeah,
hey, man.
Yes. Are you going to be number 4 at Wyoming?
I hope to change it. I hope to change it to number 4.
Okay,
that would
I want to stick with number 4.
Yeah,
we need what. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if that man.
I'm gonna message the Wyoming head football coach. I don't even know who he is, but I'm messaging him and I'm telling him, hey, listen, we're coming up there. We're gonna need number 4. We done bought our jersey. We done got everything ready. We're gonna need number
4. Obviously, all that happening. I mean, you still persevered. I mean, you know, like you said, you felt like you at times you wanted to stop, and you didn't. I think that is a testament to your mother, your sister, and just you as a person. Because I've been lucky enough to I've had one bad loss in my lifetime, and it was tough, and I was really young, so I didn't have to deal with it as a young adult. And I commend you for that, and still keep going, man, because I know that's a hard thing to do. But I think the coolest thing that I took away from that documentary that I watched was you getting your brother's dreads in your head. That
I never would have thought of something like that. I'll be honest.
Me neither.
That's what I'm saying. I never would have thought of it either. It took time. It took time.
That when I was watching that part, and your mom was talking about, I'm not, she didn't really know what to do with them, and she was like researching. And then at first you said no, which I mean, of course. I mean, that's tough, man. That's like flesh and blood on you.
Yeah.
What during that process, obviously it stood on your mind because you changed it. If I'm correct, it was like 8 months later you changed your mind.
Yes,
What got you to the point to like, okay, I'm ready for this? What was it? Was it just the process of getting over it and finally saying like, I want that? Or did you just feel like that was always going to be a part of you? Because I remember your mom, she has a necklace with your brother's ashes in it, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
that's like her part of him. Was that kind of the thing for you? Like that was going to always be a part of him on you?
Yeah. I kind of felt like, I needed him closer.
Yes, man. That is.
I wanted to, feel him. Stuff in that category. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
That's super touching, man. Like, I mean, like this is so what I'm about to say is really dumb, but this is like how I feel like I had a dog. Okay, I'm going to a dog here. I know this is crazy, but I had a dog past 2 years ago, and that was like my baby. And I was tore up for a long time. I'm actually about to go get a tattoo of her on my arm. So that's kind of like how I got her ashes made and stuff too. And like she's sitting in my man cave. And like I'm gonna go get that tattoo. So that's gonna make me feel like she's with me. Like I even got another dog that looks just like her. Like that's how like
Really?
upset oh yeah, I do. She's a little bit bigger, but looks just like her, like a spitting image of her. And I think that's so awesome, man. I mean, obviously we're sorry for that happened to you, man. That's something huge. I hope nobody ever has to go through. Obviously, life is life, and things are going to happen. But I'm glad to see that you've persevered and it's continuing on with like your life. And not only that, you're moving away in a whole different part of the country to continue your life. Without your family right there by you. That's huge, man. And
That y'all kind of always thought, like maybe you and your brother, is that something y'all talked about? Like maybe, hey man, when we graduate, we gonna get out. Like we gonna go somewhere. We gonna get away.
Actually, like we for the longest we had our mindset on LSU. Like if LSU
really,
come and get us, we come in like right there.
so when y'all were thinking that, was it always a package deal? Like we're going to the
Nah,
same place.
That's exactly what it was. Like
Yeah.
if you wasn't getting my brother, then you ain't getting me. And if you don't
so
throw this to my brother, then you ain't throwing it to me.
So I don't want to throw hypotheticals out there, but do you think that he would have he was quarterback, right?
Oh nah, he played receiver.
So y'all would have both been receivers.
Yeah, we both been receivers.
Dude, could you imagine like two monsters on the outside that are twins?
I think about it all the time. I think about it all the time. Especially them big games, they can't stop two of the same people.
Yeah, because
Right.
double one, they can't double the other because there ain't nobody else left.
It ain't.
So I guess that answers the question that LSU was y'all's favorite school.
That was our favorite school.
I hear a lot of people down in the Houston area are huge LSU fans. I don't know what the correlation is. I guess I don't know, but I mean, there's a bunch of people down there. Like, well, we went down there on vacation a few years ago, and there was LSU gear everywhere, and I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah, we ripping hard down here.
I want to talk about your youth coach. What has he been like for you? Just, I mean, even now at your stage in your life, is he still a big part of your life? Because I mean, I saw his little interview in that documentary, and he stole y'all from somebody, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
he stole y'all. I mean,
they've been getting NIL deals since they was little.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they were getting stolen away at like 8, 10 years old. Like we get to high school and no one stole them. They were getting stolen at that age. So how has he been in your life still?
Good. He still plays a big role.
Is he still
tried to
coaching?
keep up with me. He tried to keep up with me throughout the times and check on me and stuff like that.
Is he still coaching youth ball?
Oh yes, sir.
The same like little organization team. He's still coaching.
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice.
Wow, that is awesome, man.
Putting back into it. That's all. Yeah,
That's
cool.
crazy. Obviously, you got a new high school coach that the year your brother passed. Am I right? That beginning of that year. What was that like getting a new coach? Like,
it was like, our bond grew tremendously.
Is he still there to this day?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It's not a day we don't go out without talking to each other. Like it was just.
He was like another father figure type thing, or he was a father.
That's exactly what it was.
I'm assuming that relationship is really strong. I'm assuming it is
unbreaking and special.
Was he a bit? How was he doing the recruiting process? Because I mean, was it overwhelming getting that first like, hey, that school wants me? Was that a little overwhelming for you? Like, hey,
actually, it might sound crazy, but it actually released a whole lot of weight off my back. You
had something now. Like you had. If nobody else came, you had this one off.
It's just like I exhale with everything.
I bet that was a massive weight, man. That's awesome.
The weight, and
I actually felt lighter on my feet.
How many offers did you end up getting?
4.
4?
Yes, sir.
What was it? UNLV, Wyoming, SFA,
and Washington. Washington
Washington.
University.
That's right. Washington.
Wow, man. I don't even know what to say right now.
Did you go official visits to all four?
No. Actually, it was like some camp I had went to at SFA. That was about.
Oh, okay.
That's where he schooled homeboy, his DB friend.
Yeah. Arion.
Arion, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna. Derek usually asks. I'm gonna ask for what. I feel like I'm ready to ask these questions. Derek always asks them. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask you about the Heisman. We got to talk about the Heisman a little bit. I have to do it, man. I have to do it.
It ain't no hate on my boy Trav.
I'm not.
He
hating.
didn't deserve it, did he?
I'm not hating, but
But Genty deserved it. Genty should have got it right.
Let's be for real. He should have. Let's be for real.
Okay. So
hey, you can come on this podcast anytime you want to, brother. That is the correct answer. That is the correct answer.
Me and my homeboy was just arguing about this. Like, he shouldn't have asked. The Genty should have got that one.
Hey, man, I went on a 15-minute rant about 5 shows ago about why Hunter is all hype. 15 minutes. It was how I started the show, on a 15-minute rant about it.
Dang.
That's beyond the
listen.
man.
Okay, so you're a Genty too. So I just want to say this. Like, I think Genty should have won it as well. But I knew Hunter was going to win it. It was just a feeling.
Yeah, we knew he was going to win it. Just like what he doing, like that.
And I get the whole generational player. Like I think he's great. I think he's a phenomenal athlete. I get it, but and everybody says there will be another Genty. I get that, but there's not going to be another Genty like player for a while. Like, it doesn't happen every year. Like, yes, somebody may have a lot of rushing yards, but it's not Genty. There's no Genty out there like
at all.
like I'm telling you, like, I'm serious. Like, we just had our last podcast. We were picking our talking about the bracket and everything. Like, I really believe, and I'm not kidding, I picked Boise to win the whole thing, and that's not even my favorite team because of him. He's about to go on a tear because of what just happened to him. Like, y'all don't want to pick me as Heisman? Okay, I'm about to show you why you should have picked me. Like,
okay, let me ask this. So, how would you compare him to Arizona State or running back?
Okay, so they're very similar. We love Scatterboo. I love me some Scatterboo. Like, I love Scatterboo.
Because he's not bad.
No, he's not Genty either.
He still ain't Genty, though.
Yeah.
Like,
but see, this was my whole argument. If you take Genty off of Boise State and you take Hunter off of Colorado, what are the records? I guarantee you Boise State is not the 3 seed in the playoff. They probably don't even win 3 games. Colorado is still a bowl-eligible team without Hunter. I mean, they still have 4 other receivers they can throw to. They still got Sanders. I mean, they're still a decent team. That was my whole argument on the whole thing.
Listen. I'm on the Derek's kind of the opposite of me. Like, I'm on the Colorado train. Like, I like Colorado. You can't dislike Deion Sanders is Deion Sanders, right?
You can't dislike Deion.
But, like, in my opinion, I thought Shador should have won it. If anyone's going to, I thought Shador should have won it over Hunter. Shador is insane. He is underrated as a quarterback in college football.
It took me about 7 weeks to get on the Shador train.
Yeah. But do y'all think Shador go top 3 in NFL draft?
Absolutely.
Yes.
The only way he doesn't is if they pull like a Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning. Like, if say somebody trades up and Deion doesn't want him to go there, then they'll do something. But he's the best quarterback coming out.
I agree.
So wait. What about Cam Ward?
No, we like Cam Ward.
We like Cam Ward too.
He's a Texas boy. But listen, I look at everything that, like, Shador has the best completion percentage in history in college, like 70% or more.
That is 78%. Yeah,
78%. And they're completing the ball 78% of the time. That's on the quarterback as just as much as it is the receiver. I know the receiver has to catch it, but the way he places the ball, what he does, I think Cam Ward is there too. Don't get me wrong. Like I love Cam Ward. He's a Texas kid. He's from I think it's West Columbia or something like that. Like he's great. But what Shador did, like he went to Jackson State, dominated there. And Cam did the same thing. He dominated at Washington State too. But like they're pretty close. But like I don't know, man. There's something about Shador I really like.
The thing I
he's
think is going to
do
hurt
great.
him is if you watch him play, he's so calm in the pocket.
Yeah.
In the NFL, he's not going to have that much time because them boys are
You don't
coming.
think?
Well,
You don't think?
No, because he's going to go.
If he goes top 3, that means that team sucks, and they probably don't have a good offensive line. So he's going to be running. Look at Caleb Williams right now. Dude is running for his life.
Yeah, they.
You know what I mean? But we love Cam too. I mean, 100%.
We love Cam. I think for those quarterbacks, the Cams and the Shadors, if they get put in the right position, like picked by the right team, and they try to build a decent offensive line around them year one, they'll succeed.
If the Giants and the Raiders go 1-2,
yeah, I was just gonna say you think Shadir gonna go to Oakland?
I would rather see him. I'd like to see him in New York more than Oakland.
That would be perfect.
Yeah,
that's a perfect situation. And
him and Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, that's unstoppable. That because he can actually get the ball.
Yeah.
Look, Malik's had a good year, and he's had terrible quarterbacks all year.
Terrible quarterbacks,
and he's been great. As good as he can be with what he has, he's been great. So
since we're kind of talking about, did we lose him? Oh, we might have lost.
You there, Caitlin? Hold on, let's see what happens. Sorry, guys, give us a second. Maybe his camera turned off or something.
Let's see. I like that he agreed that Genty was not. I mean, that Genty should have won it. I do like that for sure.
I want to pull up Wyoming's schedule for next year.
I just tried, but it didn't. I couldn't find it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. So we've been talking about the Heisman and kind of all that. Who do you have winning it? Who do you have as the national champion?
Your phone ain't DVDs. Go try to go somewhere else and see.
No, we got you. Can you hear us?
I'm looking at the thing.
Nope.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay, there you go.
But I can't hear.
You can't hear us?
You can't hear?
Yeah, I can't hear.
Tell them.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us now?
Tell them you can't hear.
Hey, are you muted?
No.
You said I can't
I think so.
Can you hear us now?
Let's see.
Nope.
I don't know what happened.
Text him and tell him, because you have his number, right?
Yeah.
Tell him we can kick him out and then he can rejoin. Maybe that'll fix it. Like kick him completely out. Like
yeah.
Because we can kick him and then we can rejoin it to probably fix it. Because we hear him fine, he just can't hear us.
Yeah. Let's do that. And then let him rejoin.
Yeah, just text them and tell them rejoin. I have their schedule. I have their schedule right here, by the way. I found it.
Oh. So really going to make you mad. September 21st of this year, Wyoming came to North Texas. So we could have watched that one.
Well, they're playing nobody in Texas at all.
No, nobody even close.
I
think UNLV is probably the closest game.
That's not even that close.
I mean, we could go watch Cam and him, I guess.
Yeah,
we could get a twofer.
Somebody can give us a ticket.
Yeah,
between the two of them.
Hey, dude, if he went to SFA, I'm their first game.
Dude, I'm there a lot more than first game. I'm there multiple
first game. I'm showing up.
No man. Yeah, man, that kid's awesome, man.
But yeah,
I'm glad he was open to talk about things that about what happened. I know we didn't go to
yeah,
details, but just kind of about it. That was huge.
yeah.
I'm glad he's comfortable enough to talk about that because I mean that's such a big thing in his life. And
He's a great kid. I mean, he just talking to him. He's just a great his personality. I mean, he's
he's
somebody you
super.
want to hang out with.
For someone that's been through that, he is so happy, dude. And that's what I
Yeah,
love about it most. It's like, yes, this happened, but like I'm not giving up. I am going to persevere. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to be as happy as I can be. Because of course you don't forget something like that, especially with someone that close, like that close. That's not just a brother and sister. That's a twin. Like that's
yeah.
super, 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 close. So can you hear us now?
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Malfunction.
No, it's all good, man. Hey, so I got the Wyoming schedule. Oh, actually, no, we're gonna go back to the question. Who's winning it all this year? Who's winning the Natty?
I got.
Come on now.
I got Ohio.
Ohio State.
Cause I love Jeremiah Smith.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's a first. We have not had anybody take
That
Ohio.
is massive. Hey, I'll tell you this: if Ohio State wins it, that saves Ryan Day's job. They've already told him it's national championship or you're gone. So hey, maybe Jeremiah Smith will transfer to Wyoming with you. That'll be a killer duo, bro.
All right, so I got Wyoming's schedule here. So I'm gonna kind of tell you their schedule for next year. I want a team you're ready to face off against because there's some good games on the schedule. So y'all got Akron, Northern Iowa, Utah, at Colorado. So you get to play again. You get to see Dion at Colorado. Y'all got Air Force, Fresno State, Hawaii, San Diego State, Colorado State, Nevada, San Jose State, and UNLV is the last game. Y'all gotta play in Colorado. That boy, I'm ready for that game. Can it happen?
You think it's gonna be cold?
When do they play them?
They play September 20th. I doubt it.
No, it won't be cold then.
Nah.
But you get to go play. You get to go play up in Boulder, man.
In
That's gonna
Boulder.
be
Elevation. That's gonna be the experience, not the coldness, but the elevation.
They was telling me like I gotta change how I breathe and stuff out there when I go out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's weird. I mean, that's a massive change. I mean, how do you breathe? You've been doing something for 18 years. Now you got to change it.
That's what I'm saying. And I knew it was serious when I had went to Wyoming's weight room and they had an oxygen chamber. And I was like,
what?
Yeah, this might be
in the workout room. There's an oxygen chamber
in the weight room, like because they weight room big. And
wow.
I knew it was serious when I seen that.
Is the campus nice? Is it a nice campus?
Big campus.
I was about to say, like Houston's big, right? And you're at the biggest school you can get to in Texas. Like, was it a little overwhelming seeing all of that school? Like going from your school in the Houston area, which is a big area, to this massive university. How was that like feeling? Was it like surreal? Like I'm actually here?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was questioning. Like, is this me right now?
Yeah, man. I mean, I couldn't imagine. I went to a little bitty school, and I couldn't imagine even going to a school like you go to. I graduated with 21 kids. Like I went to the smallest of the smallest schools you can go to. So, man, that's awesome, man.
Who you got winning the Super Bowl?
I'm a real big Baltimore fan. So,
really?
Real big Lamar.
Man,
you're gonna be disappointed this year, then, buddy.
Who? I don't think nobody can really.
There's only two teams coming out of the AFC, and that's the Bills or the Chiefs. And I do not like the Chiefs. I'll tell you right now.
I hate the Chiefs.
I cannot stand the Chiefs. I will tell you that.
I ain't gonna talk. Then I'm gonna be quiet.
Like
I personally, I think it's gonna be an NFC team, and I think it's either gonna be the Eagles or the Lions. Truthfully, I think yeah. They did just lose Montgomery, so I'm curious to see what they do with their backfield. But I think that's really probably the three favorites of the Bills, the Eagles, and the Lions.
I listen. Beginning of the year football, we were talking about Lamar, like, And obviously he's always been like he's been known as just a runner, for a long, even at Louisville, it was just like he's a runner. He's a running back playing quarterback. He wasn't going to transition well. Obviously, he's transitioned phenomenally. Every year, still to this day, I think he still gets better as a quarterback. I mean, he has like 30-something touchdowns and 3 picks. I mean, you can't deny what he's doing. I mean, he has a heck of a squad. I mean, you have one of the best running backs at the top 2 running backs in the league. He's phenomenal. What worries me about the Bills is just they're inconsistent. The Buffalo is just they're inconsistent sometimes.
Yeah,
like that's what kills them.
Fire, and
then the next game they should blow a team out and they find a way to lose.
Yeah, I think you should. You think they should have beat the Rams?
Oh yeah, the Baltimore's really good. Like they have the talent, they have the coach, they have everything. It's just I feel like sometimes
they play to their competition.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I feel like they change their game plans to what they're playing. Like they don't. Sometimes I feel like they don't stay Baltimore. Like let's say they're playing Carolina. They're going to play down to that level and make it a game when they should blow that team out by 40. That's what I'm saying. Like if they stay on a path and they just play Baltimore, they can beat anybody easily in the league because I think they have one of the best quarterbacks, one of the best running backs, great offensive line. The defense, they got Roquan Smith. They have a team.
Like we stacked.
They are. They got to find that consistency and stay with it. That's what pushes because now all you hear from Baltimore is Lamar can't do it at the next level. He can't get past the playoffs. He can't win. Well, he has won. He's done better than Dak Prescott, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Tremendously.
Don't even get us started.
Let me ask you this. Who is your favorite Baltimore Raven of all time?
That Ray. Come on now. Give me the Ray.
I would say
you're an offensive guy, so I don't expect you to pick Ray Lewis, but I love Ray Lewis.
I was gonna say Ray Lewis.
he's
I see it now. I would have thought you would have said Steve Smith Sr. He was a dog at receiver.
Actually, I was going. Well, yeah. It's Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis is Baltimore. He is, man.
Yeah, for sure.
What he done there was insane.
That's his whole thing right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So Baltimore, it ain't Lamar. Baltimore is your team, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're Cowboys fans, so we are just doing fabulous.
We don't tell people that a lot though.
Yeah. Well, man, we appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, man. We really do.
Yeah, like I said, we've been looking forward.
We've been looking forward to this for it seems like for months, but it's only been some weeks.
I'm trying to get back on here again.
100%, dude.
Hey, listen.
100%.
We're gonna keep up with you, and like I tell this to every single player. Listen, I know you got family, but listen, man, if you can snag a couple tickets for your boys, hey, we can make the fly out. We'll be there.
No, listen. I'm not flying to Wyoming. I'm saying this right now. I want sideline tickets to the Natty. In the next 4 years, when y'all get to the national championship, I need sideline passes. Don't forget about it.
Next show.
Yeah, man. We would we're gonna keep up with you. Derek has your number, man. We're gonna stay in touch, and man, we'd definitely like to have you back on. But I listen. I need you to do a favor for me when you get to Wyoming, because your boy Grayson's been ignoring me, and you're gonna get to know him. Tell him we've been trying to get him on too. I like that kid, man. I like that kid. I like all these kids, man. Y'all make football exciting. We went down this avenue of
somebody.
And the fact that I could sit here and oh, hey, Wyoming's playing. I know who I'm about to watch. I'm about to watch number 4 go off on somebody. That's exciting for us, man. So yeah, we're gonna keep in touch, man. We'll love to have you back on. I know it's about to get crazy for you here soon once you get moving and stuff, but anytime you want to come on, man, let us know. We'll have you on, man. We are always open to it, man. And
I got you.
We definitely want to have you back on after your first season to see how that went for you your freshman year.
Most definitely.
And we're excited you came on, man. We appreciate you taking time out and talking with us and talking about some things I know about it, that were rough for you, and we appreciate all that, man. We really do.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for having me on.
And tell your mama we appreciate her too. I'm sure she's tired of seeing Derek's texts and stuff.
I know she is. All right, man. Good luck in basketball this year, man.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Appreciate that.
Hey, man, have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, I got you.
Great freaking kid.
I know, man. I love
that. Was probably my favorite interview we've done.
I love him, man. I love that kid. There's just this thing about him that just thing about him, man. I don't know. It's just when you get to talk to someone at that young of an age that went through all that and just didn't stop. He didn't give up on his dream that him and his brother had together at such a young age,
Yeah.
wanting to go play at LSU. And he said they were a package deal. It's both of us or none of us type thing. The confidence he has in his life and what he's doing, I love it, man. And I'm glad you got his number. You can stay in touch with him.
Yes, for sure.
And I'm excited. I'm really excited to watch him play next year, man. That's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. And not to burst the mood, but Notre Dame's up 17-3 at the half.
It's only halftime, though. Still a whole other half to go.
I know.
But it's probably going to get
Hey, he picked Ohio State, man. That was surprising to me.
Yes, it was. I did not feel that coming. But he picked him because he likes the receiver. So, I mean, you can't.
It's a receiver thing. I thought he was going to pick Oregon because of their receiver. That's who I thought he was going to pick, too, because of the receiver over there.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, yeah.
Hey, Miss Washom. How you doing, ma'am?
Hey, how are you? Hey, your son's awesome. We love him.
Yeah.
We love all of y'all. Y'all are great people.
Thank y'all, both of y'all.
Yeah, thank y'all
for
so
everything.
much.
Like I said, it's been about a 2-week ride, and you stayed in contact and messaging, and I felt like I got on your nerves a couple times, but you just kind of were right there with me, so I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch him. I'm excited to watch him play against Dion and them.
Yeah,
hey,
you know that game's going to be on national TV.
And they ain't got no Travis, so he about to listen. It doesn't matter if they had Travis or not.
Four catches, 250 and a touch.
More than I give him 2 tutties. No, yeah, great kid, man. I'm excited to see what he does in the future. I'm excited about him going to Wyoming, man. I think that's such a great school, man. And the fact that he's moving away, that's not a close move, man. That's
a jump.
Everything changes, the environment, the weather. I mean, it's a complete 360 compared to what he does now. And I bet it's cold up there right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's snow everywhere. Yeah, man, I'm excited about what he does in the future. Hey, I was hoping to look on this list and saw UTEP, him and Arion playing against each other freshman year.
That would have been.
I know, and I was like, oh man, that would be awesome if they played each other. It's already snowing up there, bro. That's crazy. See, I like the cold weather to an extent. Like my daughter got to have her chance of like experiencing the snow a couple years ago. But like, man, football in the cold sucks. I don't care who. I mean, I don't know.
So from my house, the fastest route is 20 hours and 45 minutes.
That's a whole day.
So it's a whole day for him down in Houston.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though, man.
Oh, his mama said yes. It's already snowing.
That's what I'm saying. It's already snowing up there, dude.
You better send that baby some hoodies because he's gonna be cold.
Hoodies. You better send him one of them big Eskimo jackets.
Them Eskimo jackets.
You better send him Eskimo and send him some Carhartts because he's gonna need it.
What did that receiver from the Bills, Coleman, during his press interview when he got drafted? He said, "No, I got this from Macy's." You better send him one of them Macy's jackets.
Yeah, you better send him one of them the Macy's or Dillard's jackets. It's about to be cold. Man, that's awesome, man. I just can't. I don't know, man. I just can't get over everything he went through and still just turned out the way he is, man. I just can't. It's awesome, man. I love that kid, man.
Mama said I'm sending him a portable heater.
Hey,
ain't nothing wrong with that. Taking care of.
He gonna say it first. He's like, "Mama, I don't need all this. Like, I'm from Texas. Like, we have some cold.
They gonna make fun of me, Mama."
Yeah, and then that first cold day, it's like -10. He gonna be texting his mama, "Hey, can you go ahead and send that portable heater? I actually need it."
Yeah, them little hand warmers.
Yeah, them hand warmers.
Oh, good stuff.
Hey, the coaches are going to tell him, "Hey, you want one of them hand warmers in front of you on your belt?" He's like, "No, I'm good. I'm." And then, first play of the game, they're going to be like, he's going to go, "Hey, actually, I need one of them hand warmers."
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he may not have to actually play any games in the cold. It looks like. I mean, just because. I mean, unless they were to go deep in the playoffs or something like that, of course. Which I mean,
yeah.
Listen, looking at the schedule, man, and listen. I mean, there's definitely some good games they play, like Utah. They got Utah. Cam Rising's coming back for his 12,000th year. So I mean,
Yeah.
they got Colorado. I mean, they've got some good teams they got to play outside of their
UNLV
conference.
made the Mountain West Championship. They played Boise.
Mm-hmm.
Which Boise is not going to be. Is it at Boise or in Wyoming?
You talk about the UNLV game?
No, the Boise and Wyoming.
Boise. They don't play Boise.
Oh, they don't?
Mm-mm. They have Akron, Northern Iowa, Utah, Colorado, Air Force, Fresno State, Hawaii, San Diego State, Colorado State, Nevada, San Jose State, and UNLV.
Oh, okay. So I guess they don't play everybody because they're in the same conference as Boise.
Well, yeah, but you know why?
Oh, they don't have. Yeah, they probably do just like the SEC. Top two teams play, and I don't like that.
Exactly.
I don't like that. I think they need to go back to division and let it go from there. And I think that would help the playoff committee too. Like we talked about it, the top two teams in whoever plays in the championship game makes the playoff.
Yeah, they should go. I 100% agree.
Notre Dame.
God, listen, I want to talk about that for a second. I thought about that. Well, not really today, but I've been thinking about that since our podcast Wednesday. And I think about last year how Florida State got kicked out of the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Should Notre Dame even have had a chance to play because they didn't play a conference championship? I don't care what their record is. I don't care about none of that. Like, I understand
they should be the 12th seed at best. At best.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm starting to get on that. If you don't play a conference championship game, or I mean, let alone they're not even in a conference. But if you're not in a conference, you don't have the opportunity to play for that championship game. Why do you have the opportunity to go play
for a championship?
Right, because I understand that they're going to have better competition during the playoffs, and they should. But they lost to a Northern Iowa team that they shouldn't have lost to anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they pretty much beat up on everybody else as they should have, and so they just get a free pass to go to the playoffs. Like, I don't know, man. That it's been like I've been thinking about that a lot. Like hypothetically, let's just go to this: Alabama, South Carolina, Ole Miss, those teams.
I'll throw you another one in there who's red hot right now.
Florida. Colorado. Like, I'm being serious. All these teams. No, I'm talking about that had to play. Well, I'm talking about how to play. I'm talking about how to play in the conference, had to go through the gauntlet to try to get to that championship game.
Yeah.
But Notre Dame gets the free pass. Why do they get the free pass? Why does Notre Dame get the free pass?
I never understood it.
If let's say they were to lose to an Army team that finished 11-2, do they still get in?
No.
That's what I'm. But I mean,
two losses will take Notre Dame out of it every year. That's why that Northern Illinois loss was so big for them. Because had they lost one more, they were done no matter what. No matter what. All these other schools can get in with two losses.
Thank you, Jonna and Monica Kelly. I don't know if that's one person, two persons watching, but thank y'all for watching the interview. He was great. I mean,
I think they know him. I think it's the
okay.
Tagged him in it on her page.
Great.
But
awesome.
Either way, appreciate y'all coming and watching and commenting.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been really that Notre Dame stuff has been really rubbing me the last couple of days because I just look at like the competition they face and like they didn't have to go through a conference and they pretty much got to schedule whoever they wanted to. And it's just like they get in. I don't know. Maybe they prove us wrong and they go further than we think. I just don't see it because I didn't even have them winning tonight, but they're winning by 14 now. But I don't know. Just I know you've been talking about that a lot this season with how they've just been, they get a free pass in a sense.
It's frustrating.
It's very frustrating that they just get a free pass into the to go play for a championship. And, I'm not saying they got to go play a bunch of Northern Illinois to go, but I'm just saying they get a pass, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, it's a topic we've been wanting to talk about. It's just crazy we haven't talked about it, but there's so much going on in football and sports that we just haven't had a chance to talk about it. But, I mean, Bill Belichick, man, I mean, he's had some decent portal transfers already. He had a great offensive lineman. I can't remember where he was from.
Holy Cross.
Holy Cross. That was, man.
I'm going to tell you why Bill Belichick is going to succeed at North Carolina. That's why I wanted to talk about it. Because of the transfer that he just got from Holy Cross. Not necessarily that guy in general, but Bill Belichick, if you look at when he was at the Patriots, he is a mastermind at finding these San Antonio Technical College, University State wide receiver and turning him into the greatest slot receiver ever. This portal thing, I think that's a major reason why Bill Belichick took this because, one, you don't really have to go out and recruit the high school kids. They're going to want to come to you because you're going to run – just
Bill
like
Belichick.
Saban. You're Bill Belichick. You're just like Nick Saban. You're going to run a structured practice. The second and third stringers are going to have an opportunity to go to the NFL being second and third string because you kind of came through this avenue. And he's going to go out and he's going to get the Holy Cross dude. He's going to get the third string quarterback from Duke and bring him in, and he's going to, be the second stringer starter and light it up. I mean, that is Bill Belichick.
The quarterback that was committed to sign to UNC did not change because of this, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
He's still coming, which is great. Yeah, Mark said same thing. Indiana has done. Indiana's done a lot of that. They brought a lot of JMU players over. People don't know that.
Did.
But they brought a lot of JMU players because that's where that coach was. It's a culture thing. Like,
and their NIL went from $11 to $20 million.
Yeah, and this makes me think of John Calipari. People went from Kentucky, they followed him to Arkansas. It's a culture thing. It's not just the winning; it's the winning culture.
Yeah,
people will go to UNC because of Bill Belichick, but you gotta think there's more than Bill Belichick there.
Freddie Kitchens is there.
They have that. They have the Lombardi guy as the general manager. Who else in college has a general manager?
Yeah.
He was with them at the Patriots.
Yep.
How many colleges that have an actual general manager on the team?
Nah, very many. I didn't know that.
Guess what that does for Bill Belichick? Takes a little bit off of his plate. He can just coach.
That's it.
He can do the recruiting side. He listen. I'm gonna throw something out there because this hasn't been set in stone. There's not been OCs. There's not been a DC. Who do you think could be his offensive coordinator or his defensive coordinator going into next year? If you had to name some names right now, who would you put there with him?
Ooh.
Because that's big. He's going to get some people in there. I'm telling you now. He ain't going to get no slouches. UNC's coming out next year. Like, I think they have a chance to go.
Not that he would, but so
I know it's tough.
What if we did a coach in waiting for UNC?
Okay. I like that.
As the offensive coordinator, coach in waiting, Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay, I love it. I love Cliff
Kingsbury. Offensive-minded guy who was in the league. He kind of fell out of the league with Arizona. I'm not sure where he's at right now. He's offensive coordinator. Is it?
Where's he at?
San Francisco? No. That's not.
No.
He's offensive coordinator somewhere right now.
All right, keep talking. I'm gonna find out.
But I think that would be if you move him into a position and set it in stone that this is the next head coach, unless he goes somewhere else. Unless say Dallas calls. Say,
he's Washington's offensive coordinator, Washington Commanders.
There you go, right up the road from
not
Chapel
far
Hill.
from there.
Not that far. And I think you put that in place and you pay him not as a head coach, but you pay him top dollar as a offensive coordinator.
As offensive coordinator, yeah.
Plus head coach. And I think that is a perfect fit.
And you make him the quarterback coach as well for 100%.
Oh, absolutely. And I think they have a guy on staff right now in Freddie Kitchens who could be your defensive coordinator, who can be your linebacker coach and your defensive coordinator. They could put a staff together. bring in Julian Edelman as your freaking receivers coach. Now, what I don't want to see, I don't want to see North Carolina turn into Colorado. I don't need to see Warren Sapp coming in and
No.
or like Miami. I don't need to see I don't need to see Randy Moss on the sideline barking every time they score a touchdown like Michael Irvin does down in Miami. I don't need to see all that crap. Like these players want to get paid. They want to have agents. They want to run it like a business. Run it like a business. Run it like a business. Have your coach. Now, yeah, if you bring in a Randy Moss for your receivers coach, awesome. You're the receivers coach. Act like the receivers coach. If you want to bring in Kingsbury as your offensive coordinator, because that's your offensive coordinator. You're not here to party. You're not here to jack around. We're getting people ready for the next level. The new NCAA rule with the JUCO thing.
That's huge.
That's huge as well because now, and I think I said this in the group text. I might have said it on a comment somewhere, but this is turning into the farm system. That's what it is. The top probably 100 recruits in the nation, say this year, they're going to be on the team. They're going to have a chance to be on the team. 100 through 200, they're going to go the D2 route, but they're going to say, okay, I'm Alabama, okay? So I'm talking with the northern or the South Alabama Jaguars. Hey, we need y'all to take this guy just so we can get some playing time. Then next year he's going to come up to Alabama because the receiver in front of him is leaving. That's what this is going to turn into. And while that's going to happen, yeah, them smaller schools are going to get good because they're going to get D1 talent at that level. But it's just going to take a little longer, and then all of your other guys are going to kind of fall down the line. Yes, Mr. Mark, it has ruined college sports. I 100% agree.
It's gonna get it's crazy now. Can you imagine what's really about to happen?
It's going to be bad, dude. I mean, it's going to be bad.
I'm trying to pull up something here because I have an interesting coach that could. I'm not gonna say could, but what I would like to see happen at the defense coordinator spot, and I just want to make sure my facts are right. Before and they are. I figured. All right, I'm gonna throw something super crazy out there, and this would be an insane hire. I don't think this person will do it because I just don't think he will. But I'm not gonna knock it until I know for sure. Call me crazy. Nick Saban, defensive coordinator.
Oh no!
Hear me out. Hear me out. Nick Saban was the defensive coordinator for Bill Belichick at the Cleveland Browns.
At the Browns, yeah.
Just hear me out. He was also so hear me out. So and the reason I say Nick Saban is I want to say he's done with coaching. But there's got to be, like, we thought Bill Belichick we didn't think he was going to North Carolina. We didn't think he was even in shopping college. That was not even thought of. We're talking about potential people that could, we've talked about what if Urban Meyer comes back, possibility with what happens with Ohio State. Like, could he go back to Ohio State? Could he go elsewhere? But I'm thinking if Bill Belichick is wanting to build something insane here, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't think it will. But if it were to happen, I would not be surprised because they have worked out together. They have had that kind of, yeah, I know I'm crazy. I know. I'm super crazy. I am. But I'm telling y'all, like, it would be the perfect thing for Nick Saban because he ain't got to be the head coach. All he's got to do is defense and get paid a lot of money still. Just to be the defensive coordinator. He ain't got to have that head coaching role. It's him and Bill Belichick. Could you imagine? Hypothetically, I think he bleeds Alabama. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, look what he's done there.
That's the reason I don't. You're talking about stepping down as the head coach from a dynasty that
I
maybe was that. Over, maybe not. But I don't.
But look what Bill Belichick just did. He did something nobody thought it was going to happen. When we heard about this, there was like, there's no way.
If you would have said head coach, I could have been more.
No.
I think Nick Saban as the head coach at North Carolina would have been an 80-20. Him as a defensive coordinator at North Carolina is like 80-20 the other way. I don't see.
I don't see it either. But I'm just gonna say if it were to happen, if it were, it wouldn't be a surprise to me because they have worked together in the past.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's to be a long shot because he's making a lot of money sitting on the sidelines or sitting up in the booth every day.
With
Or
Pat McAfee, hanging out with Pat
I
McAfee.
I know that's a lot for him, but and he's hadn't even been away. This is his first year away. I'm just could you just imagine that though? That would be crazy. Hey guys, I'm Bill Belichick. Oh hey, here's my defensive coordinator Nick Saban. Oh hey, here's my offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? And then you still have Kitchens there doing whatever he's doing. That would be nuts. I mean, hey, Julian Edelman, he's my receiver coach. Like that would be crazy, dude. It's a lot of hypotheticals, and I know it probably won't happen, but it's just crazy to think that that's because of their past. That it's a I'm not gonna say possibility, but it's a thing that I wouldn't be surprised by. Is what I'm saying.
I'll tell you who the next defensive coordinator. If I'm Bill Belichick, I'm the president of North Carolina. Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm fixing to put together Bill Belichick's coaching staff for you. Okay.
But can I say one more thing real quick?
Yeah.
I do think though, at some point his son will be the defensive coordinator. His son is the defensive coordinator. I can't think of what college he's at. He's already a defensive coordinator somewhere in college.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to get him over there. Maybe not this first year, but I think at some point he'll be there. But I heard he's a great defensive coach. I don't know nothing about him. That's just a lot of things I've read and seen and heard. But I think at some point he'll be there on that staff. It might be next year, but I don't know if it'll be next year because I think he's going to build something insane just for this first year. That's going to be mind blowing to some of us when it happens.
Yeah.
But let me build that coaching staff up. Let me hear it.
I'm building it right now.
Okay.
So head coach, we've got Bill Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive coordinator, we've got Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay.
There's a coach that's probably going to get fired this season from a major Division I program in the SEC.
Oh, the SEC. I thought you were about to say Big Ten. I was about to say, Brian Day.
No. This is going for a defensive coordinator.
Okay.
He has been the defensive coordinator for 3 national championship teams.
Mm.
And he's coached in 8 national championships. Oklahoma coach Brett Venables is going to come be the defensive coordinator at North Carolina. Okay?
That would be insane.
That is a coaching staff that can build something. Okay? That is a coaching staff that is offensive-minded with Kingsbury, defensive-minded with Belichick and Venables. They can build that defense. They can get the recruit. They have the UIL money. I mean, they've got literally everything that they would need. I mean, they've got the brand. They've got the conference to win it in because there's nobody in the ACC. Clemson is I guess SMU and Clemson now. Miami's fixing to fall off. Florida State's, they might as well just go to Mountain West or Independent because they're horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see here. I'm just going to throw this out.
What do you think it would take for them to get Cliff Kingsbury? Because of what he's done this year, Washington is insane.
So there's 95 athletes on the roster now. Okay, not walk-ons. 95 scholarships.
Okay.
With $20 million, they can offer now they won't do this. They can offer every athlete $210,000 a year,
which is insane.
$105,000 per semester. Now, obviously, your starters are going to get a little more, and your 4th stringers are going to get $15,000 or whatever they give them. I don't know what they give them.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't tell me that you can't buy somebody for that. That's a little over $1 million for a 4-year, right at $1 million for 4 years. A little more for your top end players. That are going to leave after 3 years anyway, so it doesn't matter.
And I'm going to say something.
Curious to see what Bill Belichick's first recruiting class looks like. The transfer portal that opens in the spring, I'm calling it right now. Mark this down on a calendar or whatever you write all your stuff on. North Carolina will come out of the spring transfer portal with a top 5 class.
Do you think? And I'll tell you something. UNC has always had good quarterbacks. Drake May.
Yeah.
Who
For
was
sure.
before? Who was before Drake May? I can't remember who it is.
Let me see.
Who was at UNC? He just got drafted not that long ago. Who was before Drake May that was drafted from UNC? Now, granted, a lot of that was Mac Brown. Mac Brown, I mean, he was a great quarterback coach. He had Vince Young.
Max Johnson. He broke his leg, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but yeah,
they've done a pretty decent job.
Mitchell
With Mac.
Trubisky, Sam Howell.
Sam Howell, that's who I was thinking of.
Mitchell
That's what I'm
Trubisky,
saying.
Sam Howell. I mean, they're there.
So they've developed those quarterbacks with Mac Brown in the helm. Could you imagine what they're about to do with Bill Belichick?
That's what I'm saying. I think if I'm him, my first 2 phone calls when season's over is Brent Venables and homeboy up north, whatever I just said.
How do you feel about that Washington State quarterback going to Oklahoma? Do you think that keeps Venables there?
I don't think it's a Venables decision. I know they beat Alabama. That might be the only thing that saved his job there. Was beating Bama. Because there was a stretch where they were all calling for his head.
And that receiver that was hurt all year, they're like best receiver. He's actually coming back. Surprisingly. Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be a great hire.
They would have to buy him out.
I'm so ready to see what Bill Belichick does. Like people are going to say he's not going to be able to do that great, but like if you think that, you're insane because he's a mastermind.
Hey, what about this? What about this? Let me make sure I got the name right. Let's see.
Because I mean, he's man. I mean, ain't nobody done what he's ever done in the NFL. He's one of a kind, and the fact that he's going to UNC, I didn't even believe it at first because I don't know, it just didn't seem. I don't know if the word is feasible.
Matt Patricia, the defensive coordinator when Belichick was at New England. I'm going to tell you, he is a good defensive coordinator.
Okay, if he goes that route, does he bring?
What's up, Brandon? How you doing, brother?
Oh
no, you're good, man.
Does he bring Josh Daniels over as OC? Why not bring the whole crew back?
I mean, why not?
Why not? Listen.
Because Josh Daniels ain't getting the head coaching job, I can tell you that.
What? Neither is Matt Patricia. He was the last. So
he was at what? Detroit.
He was at Detroit. Yeah.
Some people just aren't meant to be head coaches. They're meant to be coordinators, and that's okay because the coordinator still makes millions of dollars.
Put Brady as OC.
I hate to tell you, dude. Brady ain't leaving that booth with that $300 million contract. I'm not going to go to North Carolina to be an OC for $800,000.
Oh no, they pay him more than that.
But you know what I mean.
Like, yeah, but I see what you're saying.
You ain't got to jack with kids. You ain't got to recruit. You ain't got to. I mean, and that's going to be the biggest thing. Like,
I will say
bring in that's going to be. You have to find you a recruiting coordinator. I mean, you got to find. This is an entirely different format for Belichick.
Well, so that's the thing. You should the recruiting stuff. I think that's what Lombardi's going to do a lot for him. I'm saying this Lombardi guy. I can't think of his first name. He's going to be huge for. I mean, because their relationship is so good because of when they work together on the Patriots. Listen, this UNC, I'm gonna say 2 years because this first coming up year, like it'll be his squad, but like I'm gonna say in year 2, I would not be surprised if this team is competing for a national championship in year 2.
Ooh, I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. I would. I'm
going that far. Listen, it's Bill Belichick, man. And if he gets the right staff and he gets the players in, Bill Belichick will be competing in year 2. I'm saying it now. I'm going to call it. But I will say this. Talking about Tom Brady. He will make his way back to football. Not to playing, obviously.
Well, he owns the Raiders.
I know, but I'm talking about like making his way back into the game. Outside of owner, like he's too good to not be coaching. Like seriously. Like he He's too good to not be coaching. Like, obviously, I see him finishing out his contract with the TV thing. Obviously, he's helps owner with the Raiders, all that. But I'm talking about coming back to the game. Like, I see him coming back to the game in the future. I really do. Because he's too good and too smart, and what he did. I mean, that's like it reminds me of the quarterback coach. Now I don't know if he's there or he was offensive coordinator at one point, and he may still be. Byron Leftwich. He was at the Buccaneers, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Listen, he wasn't the best quarterback, but he has a heck of an offensive coordinator. And I don't know. I don't know. I think he was there when Brady was there. I do not know if he is there now.
Brandon says, I think Peyton's better than Brady as a coach. Honestly, Manning knew football before the huddle. So I don't know if you know this or not. Peyton Manning's senior year at Tennessee, he was calling 80% of the plays himself in huddle. When he got to the Colts, Dungy sent in 2 plays, 1 run, 1 pass. Manning called it at the line. Was what he saw. That's how much. That's why, to me, I know Brady is awesome and all this. I love Manning over Brady as now. Brady won more, obviously, but just strictly quarterback wise, I don't know if
Peyton's insane.
Yeah, I don't know if there's ever been anybody as smart.
Byron Leftwich is still the OC at Tampa Bay. So, but yeah,
man, I just don't know a lot of people that are leaving the NFL to go to college. That's my only thing. You're going to have to find somebody that's getting fired, but just straight up leaving the NFL.
The only way they leave is the money and just that opportunity to come back or to be with him.
Now, I think if Byron Leftwich, if somebody said, "Hey, we'll pay you," he's making $2 million as offensive coordinator right now. If they said, "Hey, we'll give you $1.8 million to come back to Marshall," Marshall's looking for a coach. Come back to the University of Marshall. Come back to where you graduated from and be the head coach.
No, Marshall already got their coach.
But I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Because what he did to Marshall, he was insane at Marshall. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I think somebody would leave the NFL for that because I think you have to start at college your coaching career. I'm curious, man. Like I said, I think the spring portal is going to be huge for North Carolina. I think they'll have their offensive and defensive coordinator by then, and I think the reason they don't is because they're letting the bowl season play out and seeing what Black Monday is going to bring.
I love it.
I really do. But that's the reason I kind of wanted to touch on that tonight. Yeah. I knew we just had an interview, and I knew we
hadn't talked about it yet. We hadn't talked about it at all. And we've been wanting to. It just seems like we always get so much stuff going on. We always forget about Bill Belichick at UNC. So I'm glad we finally had the chance. Chad Pennington's son just left Marshall. Yeah, I saw that.
They all left Marshall.
Hey, and Chad Pennington's son, listen, he's actually I played with you and with Marshall before on NCAA. Dude, he's actually like not bad. Like I know it's a game, but like I've seen him play. He's not bad. Well, that whole team left, so yeah, that's just a bummer.
So I do want to touch on one other thing. This is basketball related.
I'm glad you are. I love. I mean, basketball.
Yeah, I know. Did you see the drumming that Golden State took last night?
Dude, by like 50
Curry
points.
had 2 points. Curry was 0 for 7 field goals and 0 for 6 behind the arc. He finished with 2 free throws in 24 minutes.
They're going downhill.
They're done. If they don't make a massive move at the trade deadline,
they already made a move, and I didn't think it was a good move.
What'd they do?
They brought in Dennis Schroeder from Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking.
Look at his stats from last night. They weren't any better.
5 points. Draymond Green 0, 0, 0, and 4 fouls.
Oh my god! I mean, they started off hot, but they are just going downhill.
I really believe that Jonathan Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, and about 5 first-round picks are going to get traded before the deadline. And if they want anything, if they want to do anything, but as far as
that's awesome, Brandon. Both of those, that's awesome. Cole Pennington is coming on their show, and they just had Furman men's basketball coach on their show.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome, man.
We were just talking about Milwaukee, and
Auburn did not. By the
they
way,
got smoked. But it doesn't look like
Giannis had an insane game, but I don't know if Dame Lillard played.
Lillard didn't even play. So that's you know.
That's a bummer for them.
Let's see. Mitchell had 27. Garland had 6. Dude, when there's a team that their entire starting 5 is in double figures, it's hard to beat that team.
It's
right?
really hard.
I mean that.
It's really hard.
Yeah, Mike Glenn. Oh no, never mind. I'm thinking Glenn. Never mind. I'm thinking somebody else.
You're thinking of Glenn Bebe Davis?
No, I'm thinking of Mike. I'm thinking of Mike Glennon, the long neck dude that played football. I didn't. Instead of
you talking about the quarterback for the Buccaneers? You talking about that guy?
Yes. It says Atlanta Hawks. I was thinking Atlanta Falcons. I don't know why I was on.
That's hilarious.
Went
Mike
back to
Glennon.
football.
Jesus, that's far back, man. That's a little time. I mean, it ain't that far, but it seems like it was.
Philly finally got a win. They beat the Hornets.
Well, I mean, they should.
yeah, no joke.
And yeah, I mean, the Thunder beating the Heat. They should definitely win that game. But yeah, man.
Paul George played tonight. 39 minutes.
Look at Embiid. Embiid had 34 tonight. Can they make it? Can they make a turnaround now? I mean, they're 9-16. They're not like
yeah.
bad
I
shit.
mean, I think next year they'll definitely turn it around.
Yes, Brandon, I seen that. Check this out. Did you see that, Derek, with the fan with the PS5? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, they gave him, and then they took it away from him.
And gave him a jersey or something. That's dude. I would if that was that kid, I'd be like, I want season tickets. If y'all gonna do that to me, give me season tickets
for sure. Like, hey, if I ever was at a game and caught like Shohei Ohtani's like that record-setting ball and stuff like that. You would have to empty the bank for me, son. I'm wanting 6 season passes for the next 10 years. I'm wanting an autographed jersey, and I'm wanting a little cash. Because if not, guess what? That ball's coming home with me, baby.
Oh,
yeah. My dog is playing with that ball.
100%. Like, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, don't let me come up with something crazy, dude.
Oh, they did end up giving them the season tickets. I was about to say I would be mad if I was that little kid. That's like probably that was a Christmas
he got the PS5 and the season ticket.
Good for him, man. That's good.
Him.
Good for that kid, man. You should get that. Well, man, we had a great show tonight, man. We have another show tomorrow. I'm excited about that one too.
Yeah, got another one, 9 a.m. in the morning.
9 a.m.
Central Standard Time.
A local kid. Local kid.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Like 15 minutes, local kid. That's going to be fun and exciting, man.
Yeah. Don't forget about our giveaway.
Hold on. Oh,
never mind.
No,
I didn't say anything.
No.
Make sure y'all go to our page and like. There it is, right there. Rocket Ishmael, Notre Dame signed jersey.
Don't forget about it, guys. Please.
Yeah,
please.
I'm gonna make another post tomorrow about it. I think we've got 18 already signed up for it. We're gonna end it at noon on Sunday. That way we can get everybody in, and we'll do a live drawing Sunday night. We got a big show Sunday night as well.
Yeah, we got a big show Sunday night. So everyone, please go on our Facebook page and comment and give away on any of the posts that have the jersey in it, because we want this to be as big as we can get it. Send it to, we want people to, obviously you got to follow our page and just comment on one of those posts with the jersey, and man, you could be entered in to get that jersey, and we'll send it out to you after Christmas. Well, yeah, you won't get it before Christmas. Ain't no way, unless you're just local. If you're one of our local fans, you'd get it. I'd bring it to you, but we're excited about that. Like I said, we have another interview tomorrow with a local kid going to play football at the University of North Texas, so we're excited about that at 9 a.m. And then we'll be here Sunday as normal. Big show Sunday. We'll talk about some good games going on this weekend.
First round.
Football playoff. We have some good NFL games coming up this week. Actually, all weekend. There's Saturday games for the NFL, so that's going to be.
There sure is. I didn't even
Saturday. There's Saturday games. So we got football. We had football last night. Not tonight, then you have Saturday and Sunday. So if you want, I got contacts at Sam Houston State. Intent on y'all. So dude. Brandon.
Yeah, hit us up.
Hit us up, man. Speaking of that, I do want to say this. I went to school with somebody. He's older than me. But on January 5th, we have a offensive line coach from North Alabama coming on the show to hang out with us. We're super excited about that.
Yeah.
You know, we've been on this avenue of getting, recruits on, college players, and now we're even venturing into the coaching side of it, man. We want all aspects on our show, man. We don't want to sit here and talk about sports. We want to bring the sports on.
I don't remember if you remember me telling you about this. This is something kind of left field here. Remember the post that I sent? I want to say it was you and Josh. It might have been to everybody. Of the mom that reached out to me about her daughter swimming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Out of Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
So she sent me a thing yesterday or day before yesterday. Her daughter ended up getting sick. So she's a freshman, and she ended up getting sick at the U17 like
Nationals.
Olympic, like trials type crap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the name of it. But they go for state in swimming. I want to say she said February. And if she wins state, I told her mama we'd love to have her on. So we might be having a state swimmer that is ranked in the Olympic side of stuff as a freshman in high school. He's ranked in the Olympic trial stuff. So that's amazing in and of itself.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And that's another thing, especially here in Texas, the state championships are going on in football right now. I'm jumping off here tomorrow morning. Yeah, man. Talk to you soon, man. Appreciate you for stopping in for a short time and hanging out with us and commenting, interacting. We appreciate it, man. We appreciate everyone that does that. I know Derek's been – listen, y'all. Seriously, Derek, y'all, what Derek does behind the scenes, man, is massive for our show. He does a lot of things for us, social media side, and really just getting these players on. So thank you, Derek, for that.
It's frustrating when they don't show up, but
I know.
But
sometimes
we are Twitter verified now, which is massive, because there was a lot of people that we couldn't reach out to that had followed us. Like, I didn't even follow them first. They were verified people reaching out, following us. And I wasn't able to reach out to them because we weren't verified at the time. But now we are verified, so I'm kind of going to start plugging back into the Twitter side of it. And ruffling them feathers back up. Like I said, that the one I got today, that reached out to me today, and he's got 4 kids at his school going somewhere. Another Texas State kid. A Raging Cajun, and those 2 are linebackers, and then he's got 2 cornerbacks going somewhere else. They're all going to shoot me their numbers, and that's going to be something January, because we're booked up for the rest of this month. So January is already kind of starting to fill up.
And again, Derek, from me and everyone here at Tired Sports, we appreciate you, man. That's huge, man. We love you do that for us, and I try to help you with some of that. And I know some people. I've reached out to some people still trying to get other people on, and we appreciate you for doing that, man. We really do.
I enjoy it.
And yeah, man, people, we're going to keep it coming, man. We're trying to make this show as different as it can be, but stick to sports and really just talk about all sports. We have. It's crazy to say this, but college football is slowly but surely coming to an end. NFL, we got a couple more months of that, and then we're into the basketball season, and then spring baseball is coming around. It's all going to come around, man. We're going to be a 365-day year podcast. We're not just doing it for basketball or just for football. We're doing it for all sports.
Yeah.
You got hockey rolling right now, and Winnipeg is still insanely good. That's exciting, and all the recruiting stuff we're doing. And like I said, we're venturing into the coaching side of things, getting coaches on. We're excited about him coming on and giving us some of his time after the holidays and kind of talking us through his journey of coaching and seeing that from a very, very, very small community like where we went to. Again, we were super, super small 1A school, and he's in the college ranking coaching, and I think that's awesome. I have another guy that actually went to school with me. He's my age, and he graduated from Gilmer. He was coaching at Diboll, Texas as the offensive line coach, and I'm trying to find him on social media. I haven't talked to him in a long time. I'm wanting to see if he would come on. I mean, I just want all aspects of sports on here, man. Basketball season rolls around. We're going to start reaching out to basketball people. I mean, we're trying to make this show. We want interaction from kids, from coaches, from everybody, from y'all. We appreciate everything y'all do. The sponsors, I mean, everything. The show's gotten a lot of love, a lot faster than what we thought. And we appreciate everybody, all the hard work we all put into it, and Derek putting all the hard work into the social media side of it and getting all that out there. I do a lot of things for the podcast as well. Josh has been away, but he's been, we're hoping to get him back soon. He's had some things been going on that's keeping him out, but hopefully we get him back and get him back on board with us. And we're just super excited about everything. Y'all keep hanging out with us, keep coming interacting. And again, on the giveaway, don't forget about it. If you're a follower, go and find the post and comment giveaway, and we'll, hopefully your name can get in, and we can get y'all hopefully a new jersey if it comes to your name.
That's right.
And with that being said, Derek, you have anything else, man?
No, man. I'll see you bright and early about 8:30 in the morning.
We'll see you about 8:30, and we'll have Mr. Brendan Reese. Is that right? Am I correct saying his name?
Brendan Reese.
Excited about him coming on tomorrow morning, and we'll see y'all tomorrow morning at 9:00. Everybody have a good evening.
Bye, man.